Hey friends, so today we're going to talk again about the Hobo Purse from Love41, and I've been using it for, has it been like 10 days or so? So normally I like to make reviews after several weeks, but I wanted to jump back on here and tell you some updates, tell you how it's been going with this. Mainly because it's such a new product and I feel like some people are on the fence about getting it, so I just want to make sure that you have some information before you purchase it so you can be really on board, or, you know, just so you know what's going on with this bag. Okay, so overall it's been a really good experience. I'm really enjoying it. There was just, should I just jump into the main things I want you to know? And then I actually have a list of questions from people online who have asked me like very specific questions about the bag, and I thought I would go through those. I do think I'll try it on the bag at the end of the video so you can see what it looks like on me. So within the first day I had a concern, and it's these tassels. Let's see if they're in frame. Okay, so these tassels here, you'll see one has a wrap at the top and one does not. The wrap was like loose the first day. So this is a decorative thing. Let's see if we can really show you what I'm talking about. This one is a decorative wrap, and then this one doesn't have it because it was loose and I pulled it off. So I contacted Suzette right away and said, hey, you know, by the way, this is happening. And she's like, you know what? I don't think those actually even need to be there. So if you look, this one's already sliding off. So we're just gonna pull it off and put it to the side. Suzette wanted me to tell you this doesn't void the warranty because these tassels have integrity to them. There's full stitching all the way through. If anything were to unravel with this part, it'd be covered under warranty, but those decorative wraps were loosening, and so that's just a quick heads up. The other thing is, I'm gonna have to stand up again for this. When you're holding the bag, and there's some significant weight, the amount of tassel cord in here was stretching out. So I actually tied, not stretching out. It was, there's too much cord there. So what I've done is I've tied one little knot right here, and this stops. You can see I'm moving the bag. It's really full. I'll show you what's in here in a second. And that cord is not lengthening right here. And to open the bag, you're gonna go in. And I did do that with one hand. This is one hand closing. One hand, it did work, but this is gonna take some getting used to. And I know closures are tough. They're a tough game to crack because you want the bag to have the 41-year warranty, so you have to rely on a very reliable closure, which sometimes can add to the time it takes to open a bag. But for me, that's not a big deal. For some of you, it's a very big deal. And we are going to respect one another. So I'm gonna show you this bag with this part untied, and you'll see what happens. And as I fumble, what should I talk about? It really was only one tie, so it's not gonna take that long. I played tennis today. I'm in a tennis league, and I'm number 1. Woo! Well, I did lose today, so I might have gotten knocked down to second, but all the more reason to show up next week. All right, here we go. So this is not tied. So, and the bag is full. So let's watch what's gonna watch what's gonna happen. So you start pulling on the bag, and look at how much it extended. But the problem is, like, if you sit in your car and I don't know if it'll do it on camera. No, it's not, but I've been having it where it'll accidentally come open. This part will, because there's so much extra cord right here. So the thought is possibly this should be shortened, maybe in a future design of this bag, but really the easiest, fastest solution is just tie the cord. And I actually told Suzette about this. I told Love41 about it, and they were like, that is a great solution, and thank you for pointing that out to us. So it was kind of like we all were on the same page about it. I think Suzette did it to her bag and forgot to mention in the video of hers. So you're gonna tie it, and finding the right height to tie it and still have enough here so that the cord can go in and out is kind of a trial and error, but once you get it, you get it. So let's see if that's a good height. And we just feed it through here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now you know. I didn't want you to be surprised by that or disappointed or return the bag for that one reason, because I think that one tie makes the silhouette of the bag still look great, and it's going to allow you to use it in a better, more functional way. Okay, so we talked about the tassel wrap. We talked about the length of the tassel, and I guess I am kind of sounding more negative right now, and I don't intend to. I just wanted to be like, heads up, these are my initial like concerns, and then I'll keep bragging about the bag in a second. The other thing is, this bag is very, let's put it on my knee, very slouchy, which is, you know, the name of the game for a floppy bag. I mean, it is smushy, it has a very soft feel to it, but what happens is, if right now I have a spiral bound 8.5 by 11 notebook in here that's about, I don't know, 150 pages or so, and that's allowing the integrity of the bag to really hold its own from here to here. Okay, so if I take this out, you're going to see what I'm going to talk about next. This is what we're studying in my Bible study. My husband and I lead a Bible study at our church, and it's really fun. It's some material our church came up with, so it's not something you can get. Well, I guess I could email you it, but anyway. So what I wanted to show you now that that's gone. Okay, is this too subtle of a problem? Do you see how much more the flap is coming over the bag? It was here a moment ago, and now it's like slumped over, and the handle is more exposed. So before it was kind of like the handle was at the top, and now it's really hanging over. So the thought process behind that is that for my daily carry items, it's not a ton of things. If I'm running in and out of the store, it's not a ton. I don't have a kid, I don't have extra things I need to be carrying with me. And so what I was noticing is when the bag's more empty, it is this big slouchy flap, and kind of lost the charm that I wanted in it. But then I'm like, you know what, maybe this is more of a bag that either need taller items, a little more full, to have its true character. And I just wanted to point that out. So it's not going to be a bag that's like for your lighter days, and if it is, that's your, just go with it, but it's just going to have this more like slouchy look to it. And what I would say is, because it needs to be more full to look like its proportions, I was finding that the shoulder strap was not as comfortable when it was like a lot more full. So what I have done is I added a shoulder strap, and I would suggest you to add your own shoulder strap, or hopefully one day maybe shoulder straps will come with this bag. That's to be determined, but I wanted to share that it's very comfortable on lighter days with the strap, but if it's more full, it's more comfortable with a shoulder strap. Okay, I think I'm done on just my own like discoveries of the bag, so I'm going to jump into your questions. What do you think about that? And I'm actually going to read who wrote them or who asked me them. Ooh, shout out. So this is my little filofax personal size. What is the strap length? And Lynette asked me this on Instagram. The length of the shoulder strap is 65 inches. And that is a very generous amount of options for all types of body types, all different sized women or men. And currently I have it on actually the last one. And you want me to just model it really quick? What if I just did this? Let's see if I'm in frame. Am I in frame, guys? turn this on? Okay. So 5'5", don't mind the mess in my studio, and this is where it's hitting me. You could wear it lower, and if you wanted to wear it higher than this, you would have to punch your own holes. But here it is. I would say the buckle just misses my bone, but I'm wondering if it will, how it will work on the rest of you. If you guys want to comment about where the buckle at the top here. Let's readjust. There we go. You're on a tripod today. This buckle just misses my collarbone, but I just wanted to, I mean, you could also wear the buckle on the back and then it's not going to hit your bone at all. 65 inches, Lynette 0630, that's her Instagram. Thanks for your comment. Scorpion Flower, hi girl. She asked, can an iPad mini in a Saddleback leather case fit in the back pocket? We are here to say, I already answered her, but I thought I would do it in the video anyway. It does fit. There's the back pocket right here. iPad mini, Saddleback leather tobacco case. There we go. Question answered. Okay, can a water bottle fit in the side pocket inside? And this is from Myaflix. I don't know if I'm saying your name wrong. She's on Instagram. And look at it does. That is this is a shorter water bottle, but it's the same diameter as the standard ones. This is Dasani 12 fluid ounce. And that fits right in the side pocket. And it actually closes so that the bottle isn't poking out. So the question is, will a taller one clear? Here's how much extra space we have. I don't know if a taller one will clear. I did not have a taller one. I didn't want to go buy one. But a 12 ounce fits. And the diameter fits really good. Let's see, somebody, I can't say this. It's a Akabazel. She asks, am I enjoying the Western cedar leather? This is my first exposure to the Western cedar leather of a bag I owned. I did see it on the Wanderer's backpack, and I did like it. It's a lot thicker. See, I feel like I need to make that knot a little shorter. I like it. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see more of the characteristics. I did this in the unboxing, but now you have natural light. So let's see. You can see it has lots of wrinkles already. That's not from me. It smells amazing. It does scratch, but I would say it doesn't scratch as easy as the tobacco leather from Saddleback Leather. These side rougings, that is such a cute decision. I really like it. It kind of gives you some expandable storage. So you're kind of seeing all the wrinkles here. So the Western cedar I am liking. And you know, if you're really kind of hesitant about the scratching on these leathers, I would say this one is not showing up every scratch that I'm possibly doing throughout the week. There was one scratch the other day, and on Instagram someone was like, oh no, are you freaking out about your first scratch? And that was right down here. It's that fall picture I took after church. Am I pointing to the right spot? Yeah, it's right here. But I just buffed it with my finger a little bit and it went away. Or it's not as noticeable. So that's kind of nice. And I like the saddle color. I'm more a fan of like the yellows and reds saddle colors, and it's not the same as my Hobo that's in tobacco leather. Should we transition to that? Wait, I just lost my thought. Why does it say that? I'm reading a question and I'm not remembering what the question actually was. But let's move on to the Hobo and compare it to the Hobo from Saddleback Leather. So here we go, side by side on the same plane. And I'll read out measurements in just a second. What was that comment I wrote down and wrote it wrong? Maybe I should check my computer. I'm sure it wasn't important. And then here is the, look at how floppy it is. I can't even actually get the base to show. This Hobo I've had for over 2 years, and I do owe you guys a video on a wear and tear of it, but overall it's going really well. I do grab it now and then, but when I try so many bags out, this one gets left on the shelf for a little while. I did add the handle to this, and I can leave the link to the video on how to do that. All you need is the strap that it comes with, and then I kind of fashion it to make its own handle, which is really convenient. But comparing the measurements of these two bags, the Hobo, this is called the Hobo Purse. The Hobo Purse is 12 by 9 3/4 by 4 inches in depth. And the Hobo, let's see if we can do it. Hi! This is where Hector screenshots it. The Hobo is 10 3/4 by 10 by 4.5. So the depths are 4 and 4.5, and then the heights are 9 3/4 by 10. But then this is obviously wider because it's 12 inches compared to 10.75. So there's a little comparison for you. This weighs 2.8 pounds, and the Hobo weighs 2 pounds. So pretty close. I mean, you can fit so much more in here. And it's much more expandable, I feel like, than the Hobo. The Hobo has a little more structure. So we have, people wanted to see this Hobo compared to the medium satchel from Saddleback Leather, and here it is. Now these are they seem very similar to me, which I like. I picked up this one. It's in this dark reddish brown. You can really see the velvet from that angle, in tobacco. I picked it up used. This patina is not for me, and that's really heavy. I do owe you a full review on this. I'm well aware of how behind I am on my videos. Keeps me up at night. So this one, let's do dimensions, okay? So this is 14 by 11 by 5 in depth. I guess I didn't do the side by side with this. Oh, it's just so floppy. I can't even hold it still. So here's, I mean, it's pretty similar too, but we're gonna go 12 in width, 14 in width. 9 3/4 in height, 11 in height, 4 inches in depth, and 5 inches in depth. So pretty different. 12 wide, 14 wide. This is, I think, a little more masculine of a bag, but I don't mind masculine bags. It's extremely floppy right now. It has had lots of love. This can hold, obviously it would be able to hold more than this, but the way this is structured, you can really fill this bad boy up. Bad boy up, I hated that. Okay, so that was just the visual comparison, and the full review on this is coming up this fall. I remembered what the Instagram comment meant, and she, who was it? It was Joellis World. Hi girl. I'm really hoping these are mainly women. I don't know if they are. Excuse me if I quoted you wrong. She was asking me about the stitching. The stitching up on the side here. Let's see if I can cover my face so it's all in zoom. There is stitching to keep this ruching together. And it's really nice. It's not anything that's bad about it. And then there's very significant, a big stitch here and a really big stitch right there, keeping the side panel attached to the bag. Now this stitching is like, it seems like a wax canvas thread, which, no, it wouldn't be, what material would this be? Probably polyester. This is probably that marine grade that they use for really durable stitching, and same with this. There has not been any wear or tear or any budge right here on this structure. So that I feel really confident about that, and then down here the seams are all tucked. Have we even talked about that? All the seams on this bag are tucked, and that makes such a nice, smooth profile. That's a big difference between the Hobo, which has all external seams. You see this? Anyway, that was just something I noticed. So good question, but nothing. That has not been budging. I would keep my eye on it, but I have no worries about that stitching right there. It's really looking good. Cool. So I think I covered everything on my notes, which is really good. I did mention 41-year warranty. The price on this is $229. They do offer free shipping in the US, and it is out of stock. What did it say online? It said something like, I think you can back order it, or you can order it and it's on back order, and it just needs several weeks to come back into stock. But I'm excited that it sold out. It wasn't sold out when I first talked about it, but I wanted to make sure I did a really good follow-up for you guys. And then let's just keep going. I'm just gonna keep rambling about what's in here and what I've really liked so far. This back pocket has been a dream. It normally has my cell phone. Sometimes I even put my little wallet. It's just the full length of the bag, and it's already soft, and you can really just use it however you want. That's been really nice. Getting in and out of the bag, I don't have a complaint. It's easy. It takes 1 second to get used to. This back pocket, I've actually been primarily putting receipts. I told you guys we just moved into a house. So I've been like shopping or donating things, and I just have so much paperwork flooding my bag. I don't want it to look messy, so I just keep putting it in that back slip. So that's been good. And then the water bottle I did show you was over here, but I actually have been putting my Ray-Bans in that side pocket. Here we go. So here's the Ray-Bans, just perfectly on the side, standing up. If you own Ray-Bans, you really want to baby them and protect them, and so now they're kind of out of the way. And the rest of the bag looks like this. Is that chapstick just floating on the bottom? That's so not like me. So on the other side of the pocket, I have, I'll show you, I have a lot of vertical, narrow items. This is a new pen I just picked up. My favorite lip gloss. Another pen. This is my husband's favorite pen. He's very particular about his pens. They have to be blue ink, and they have to be Pilot. So I carry one around for him. The Bose headphones were in that pocket, and some chapstick. More chapstick. And that all was fitting with room to spare. That's where I've been putting my mascara. Those pockets, guys, these pockets, they're great. Okay, and then this is what was in here today. This is the Midori Traveler's Notebook knockoff. So this one's from Hobby Lobby. I used a coupon to buy it. I added my own charm to it. It's got like half gold, half wood. And some girls were asking for a walkthrough on this, and I think that'd be kind of fun. It would be very different for my channel, but I have a couple inserts. If you can kind of see me ruffle through this. It's really I want a Midori's Traveler Notebook, but I didn't want to invest in one, so I'm trying this, and then if I really like it, then I'll jump to the Midori. And the Midori, the only difference is this would be all full grain leather, and it'd be very charming. Okay, and then we just have the whipping post pouch. I'm still using this low rep wallet. I have room to move up to a different wallet now in this bag, but hair clip and chapstick. So that's it. It's a good bag, and I just really wanted to make sure. I always get so concerned about all these strangers I'll never meet, like that you don't have all the information before you purchase something. I don't get why I worry about you guys, but I do. So there you go. Be sure to subscribe. I always say this, but when you subscribe, you're notified on my latest stuff. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. It's ThePerfectLeatherBag. But I just want to keep you guys in the loop. I don't know if you're as picky as I am when you're looking for the perfect leather bag. And yeah, we did it again. Have a great week, guys. Bye.